don't listen, don't worry about it. Come in every day and say hello. That's what it's all about. I don't mind talking to somebody every morning. I talk to you every morning. I talk to Darren when he's around. If he's on depends on his shift pattern, obviously. And I usually talk to Les every morning, but he's not been around for a wee while, and a few others. But listen, that's what it's all about. And you're talking about the same thing every day. I've been repeating myself for the last 3 weeks, every day, about the problems I've had with it. With tenor. So hopefully, you know, once I get the antenna up running, it should. I promise everybody that I won't continually beat on it. 20 meters not working and problems with this and problems with that. Hopefully that'll be all knocked on the head today. At least Madrid is probably a good, I don't know how many, 4 or 5 hour drive from here, so I'm assuming it's been sent here by truck or something like that. So I'm hoping it arrives in Valencia sometime this afternoon. And I'll get a message to say that it's there and be delivered tomorrow. If they tell me that, then I'm just going to say, well, I'll come and pick it up myself. And fingers crossed that I can pick it up today. That would be absolutely brilliant if that was the case, but we'll see. We'll see anyway, mate. Anyway, I'm sitting here in a pair of shorts, Robert. It's absolutely cooking at 9:15 in the morning. The sun's out here and it is going to be a struggle. So I reckon the swimming pool will take a bit of a hassle today. You've got a big massive swimming pool you, but unfortunately you can't use it, over.
Well, I've got to tell you, Paul, right now's the time to go for a swim, because you'll freeze your ass off getting to the water, and the 12-degree water temp will actually warm you up for a couple of minutes. And when you get out with the breeze blowing, you'll absolutely freeze your ass getting back to the motorhome. I've done that a couple of times. Inspired by Billy Connolly, over.
Robert, I'm going to move from this frequency because this noise is coming and going. I don't know what it is. Is 1.8?
Well, look, there's somebody above us, 3 kcs above us. They're quite strong for me. But if it's clear for you, no problems. But they're a decent signal. But I'm not seeing anything below us out to 8k or 10k. So if you need to shift down, it looks clear my end, over.
Okay, hang on a minute, I'll see what I can do. Hang on. Okay, Robert?
Yeah, mate, go ahead.
Okay, 197.5, okay?
Okay, 197.5, see you there.
ea5jz, ea5jz, any copy?
Yeah, mate, gotcha.
Yeah, that's a lot better now up here, a lot better. I might be able to hear some of the weaker signal sound. Been down below there was just 10, 11, 7. Noise level here's a bit of 3 or 4, so that's a lot better. I don't know what that noise was, it was just getting to the stage where it was really annoying me. Man, all fine. You know, I know it's probably cold here, but
Frequencies in use.
this time of year, is that non-existent?
Say again, we had someone dropping a carrier.
Nothing down there at this time of the year.
Well, mate, there's been a lot of activity with birds diving in the water. This afternoon, while I was out mucking around with the antennas, the dolphins were rounding up the fish. But I'm not seeing anyone up and down the beach doing any sort of fishing. We get a run of what they call Australian salmon here from time to time. But, yeah, they know better. The fish know better not to come here, because this place is normally littered with tourists. And, you know, as far as you can see down and up, there's fishing lines everywhere. And unless there's a run of salmon, you really don't see anything. You get a lot of small bait fish. But no, mate, I'm not a fish person. I don't eat it. I don't fish for it. I don't mind diving, doing a bit of diving, snorkeling with a spear gun or something, and giving it to the mates. But this standing above the water and throwing a line in and sitting and waiting, it'd probably be all right if there was a ham radio sitting beside me, QSL.
Yeah, well, I'm the same as you. I'm not into fishing. Not into it at all. I liked it when I was a wee boy, obviously, months ago. Yeah, I know my cup of tea. Too boring for me. I would rather. I don't have any other hobbies, Robert. My hobby is the radio. And you know, if I'm in Glasgow and I don't have any radio, myself and Tracy are usually out doing something. I go to a restaurant or something. But I don't have another hobby like swimming or, you know, I like watching football, but that's not really classed as a hobby. This is my main hobby, and the only one that I have, and I enjoy it. It's a great hobby. I don't know why people don't like it. People look at you saying stupid and CB. No, it's not CB. It's completely different. You probably get that. People walk by you.
Oh, yeah. I try not to get involved with too many conversations as passers-by, because they ask you the question, and then you know, if you answer the question, their eyes are going to glaze over and they're just going to nod their head. And then they'll say, "Is that like CB?" And you just like shake your head. You know, there's no point explaining it. They really, it's very few that walk past actually want to know. You know, when you give them the answer, before you've even given the answer, they're already talking again. So I just say, when they say, "Whoa, what's all this about?" because it's normally said with a slightly negative tone, what they're really saying is, who gave you permission to put this up and ruin the views on the beach, see? But they'll say, "What's this about?" And I'll say, "I'm looking for E.T. I've been missing his phone home calls, over."
I'll be better shot. But no, I know what you're saying, mate, and I can understand people wondering what's going on at the beach when you're sitting there with those antennas up there. What the hell is that all about? Well, it's not a view to the, you know, waiting, and you're out there at your port of call. So I don't see any issues, mate, but it's a good spot for radio. Absolutely no doubt about it. And tracking signal. I hear a lot of guys in the UK and a lot in particular England out mobile down the beach somewhere where they can get an antenna close to salt water. So there's a lot of bicycle mobile guys as well doing it. So a lot of people are moving away from the PPAs because of the noise that you do, or you're moving a bike somewhere or something like that. So it's a lot more people becoming active doing that sort of work over.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Like I have to put up with the odd caravaner either side of me occasionally with their noisy battery charger, inverter, or something. A lot of them buy those really cheap 12 volt to 240 volt inverter power supplies, and the really cheap ones are a square thing, and they make a hell of a racket. So sometimes I don't have it all too good, but generally those people move on after a day or two. Overall, Paul, I love it. I love it. You know, I occasionally, and I mean very, very rarely, maybe when I'm getting on the boat, or if I'm going to, mainly getting on the boat, I'll stay at a caravan park. And then you're putting up with a constant S9 noise. You know, you got the vertical up on the roof of the van, and plasma TVs and all sorts of crap going on, S9. So I bought one of those MFJ things, and I'm 9 times out of 10 I can shut their noise up. I've also got clear speech DSP boxes, which address most of the noise. That's what I was going to say to you. It does make it a little bit bassy because it cuts out some treble. So when you're watching the video, just keep that in mind. But I can't handle listening to static, Paul. I don't know how I'd go being in a place where, you know, I've got to contend with noise 24/7. Here, if somebody turns up and it's super noisy and they're going to hang around for 28 days, I'll pack up and go somewhere else where it's quiet. So I always look for the good coastal quiet locations, QSL.
Yeah, I don't mind. Kilo 7 Victor Brew, ea5jz. Well, he said me that how quiet it was. Not apart from the static crashes, and that's, I don't know about the storm or whatever, so that's acceptable. But I did notice it was very quick. My noise level seems to be really high at times. Here now I can hear, but the noise level this morning here is at between 3 and 4, which is bad enough here. I mean, that's still not great, but it's better than ea9 that I can hear in the evening. And I've got a few Europeans complaining about the high noise level, so I'm not sure if it's a summertime noise, about 40 meters. I do have some man-made noise. I can hear the buzzing on EM coming. It's something, I don't know what it is, but I can hear that about S6, S7 on single sideband. But on EM it's a way up over S9 and really buzzing like hell, so that's a local man-made noise. Which will supply some of the lights. Naturally, but once all this is my last week byway and I'm down here sort of more permanently, then I'm going to start searching for my noise sources. There are a few, and it can be quite frustrating at times. So hopefully one day I'll get to the bottom of it. The noise level is only S3 at the moment. That other noise is gone now. At S3, I could handle S3 all the time here in 40 meters, that wouldn't be an issue. Okay, Robert, we'll not give another goal. It's 25 past 9. A few more here. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't expect to be watching for another hour. Have you tried 20 meters at all this morning, over?
No, mate, no, totally. I've been out there buggerising around with the antennas for most of the afternoon, so I didn't do the 3 o'clock Anzanet, 3 o'clock our time Anzanet. I didn't check up on if John was there with the other John. They weren't there yesterday by the time I come up, so I couldn't tell you. I haven't been anywhere near 20. All right, well, I'll take off. I'll upload that video. It's from 06:45 to 07:15. I think half an hour is long enough. I don't think most people have got half-hour attention span looking at a YouTube video. But anyway, fast forward to different locations, you get an idea. This is a video on while you're slowly on your way down. Now, that being said, you're now averaging a 7, but you still occasionally get up to the 8s, and a couple of times I think I've seen you up around the 9s. So I'll get that video off to you. You can have a look at that. The crashing and bangings come up again this afternoon. We've got this east coast low that's been hanging around, so we've probably got storms off the eastern Victorian and New South Wales coast again. They've been sort of hanging around for the last couple of days. Anyway, mate, 70 freeze. Yeah, I hope you get your parts tomorrow and get that antenna sorted out. But I've got this comment to say. You went a couple of times earlier at just a little bit after, no, I think a little bit before. You were talking to somebody and I had to really wait for a chance to get hold of you. But you were averaging 5 over 9 and you had a couple of peaks up to 10 over. Now, if that's on your dipole, could you imagine what was going on today with that beam of yours? You would have been well over 20 over.
Interesting to see. This is what I'm thinking about doing on you, Billy, and Robert. Billy's in frequency as well, and see what Robert sees and Billy's seeing you, Robert. That's my main. I don't know if I've got enough feed lines to run from the dipole to the dipole to the shop. when I connect this feed line back up to the icom, I don't think I have, so comparison. It would be interesting to see the difference, because, you know, sometimes it's successful with a feed, but we'll see anyway. I'll maybe try and work something, and I look forward to seeing the video. I'll put it up to just before I give another few calls to Robert. Robert, can you hear Robert?
Yeah, GI3 NVW ea5jz. Well, thanks for the 5 and 7, Billy. You're doing really well, but I've got crashing and banging that's going over 5 and 9. Looking at the meter in between the banging, you're 6 to 7, S6 to S7, and between the crashing and banging, Q5. No problems, over. Yeah, GI3 NVW VK7VZ. Well, I haven't caught up with the guys for about 3 days now. I don't think I've spoken to any of them on 20 since moving over here to the beach location. But it'll happen. I'll go down there probably tomorrow afternoon, see where they're at, see what's going on. You know, those two guys are in touch with each other, so they know the movements. So all we can do is go up there and call, and then somebody might come back and say, "Oh, they're shopping today," or whatever. I'm not quite in the inner circle or the inner loop, QSL. Yeah, always a pleasure catching up with you, Billy, and always surprised, even when the signals aren't the best or most fantastic. I'd still hear you fine. Your audio cuts through the crap, no problems at all. Don't change a thing with that audio. If you had more bass in that audio, I probably wouldn't be able to hear a word you're saying. All right, well, Billy, I'll catch up with you guys possibly tomorrow. I've got to start getting things happening. It's 5:30 in the evening, and I have still not had lunch yet. But I don't normally go to bed till 3 in the morning, and I don't normally get up until about 10 in the morning. So I run different hours. It's a bit like Paul with the radio hours, isn't that right, Paul? 73s, guys. I'll put it over to you, mate. ea5jz vk7vz. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Okay, VK7, 5jz, yeah, W. I don't think there's much difference in the receive signal between me and Billy. He's up here S7 at the moment, maybe S8 on peaks. So what would that be? Probably 15 dB down on what you were at the peak earlier on. It's a very good signal for me nevertheless at this time in the morning. And oh yeah, listen, my video setting is limited just now because I've only got the one band active, but if I get this, the other band active over the next year or so, you'll need a lot more. I'll be in the chat here a lot more often. People will think, people are all I hear you, I wake up and I hear you, and I go to bed and I hear you. It's just, I'm probably in here, it seems like 24/7 probably to some people. Actually, I was going to an Italian guy the other day came in and said, I hear you all the time. And they talked to me, just came in and made a comment over one of my CP calls. So there you go. But I'll be a lot more active come the weekend if stuff arrives tomorrow. Robert, I'll speak to you later, mate. Good morning to you. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. Pleasure as always. And maybe catch up with you. I'll get my catch up tomorrow. ea5jz.
All right, catch you later, mate. I'll send you the link to the video. And catch you later, Billy.
Take care. No, it's cancelled until Sunday. So we're going to go on Sunday with my friend. So I was taking Grace myself, probably just for both of us, but she wants to meet and go on Sunday with friends from the other village. So that's on Sunday afternoon at a place called Macra. I've never been to this restaurant, but it's told me that it's good. We'll get a couple of beers, a couple of beers to ride. I'm not even bother drinking so I might just drive myself and not bother with the alcohol on the time. So that's going to be fun. The table's been booked, so that's all good to go. So I'll be making the lunches. I usually make lunch and breakfast. Tracy usually makes the evening meal. I'm actually thinking about some nice beef mince. No, there's a nice piece of meat that I got at the mince up from, and some of them really tasty, horrible dishes. You've got to go and buy beef from the north and get them to mince it for you. That's usually very nice. So I got some nice stuff. So got that the other day. Tracy feels it, and so she'll make something of that. Fine on the colour, we'll hopefully get that sorted out tomorrow. And at least I'm still able to jump, which is the most important thing. So that's all good. And Molly, this is what I want to do. I want to share this and get a performance of them next tour. The part is completely closed, so you can't do that. Make it look obligation each eye, but I'm desperate to get out now before the band condition. That's what I want to jump while I want to try and see what I can work up and on a tour. So I'm really confident with that. I'm just, I think it's quite remarkable actually, Billy, each time I on Wednesday afternoon, from about 5, not maybe 8, maybe about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock my time on Wednesday. And just looking at the very fresh book. It's now on transit for the fridge. I left my grid this morning at 35. Just my grid arrived in Valencia probably by would that be 3-5 hours? Probably by 1:30 I don't know. It depends when they send me an email. But it looks as though it's with different customers. They put on a $1 charge because obviously it's a replacement. So I don't know. It doesn't look as though it's going to do anywhere that requires any payments because they not send you an email and you have to give them your information. So that you pay the bill, but obviously there's nothing on that. It's just a straight through. So hopefully I'll get it at some point. It arrived today, it'd be terrific. They said that they can deliver it on Monday, but that's doing delivery. I'm not going to wait for delivering, and I'm just going to, as soon as they tell me it arrives in the and I'm just going to catch it. I'll give them a call first and say, listen, I've got a message. Pick it up, and then if they say yes, get out there and get it done. I don't know what I pressed there. Just pressed on here on my computer. I don't know what's going on. CCG, gravity, and divider. I don't need to ask my mate about that. I don't want to mess about this computer. I'm not. It's all but something just flashed up the need downloaded or uploaded, and I'm not touching it all stability. Maybe I'll put it back. And yeah, I'll see if there's any other VKs. There was another VK in the Robert video, but I don't know if it's still there or not. So, back to you. I also saw the comment on something else. I can't even remember what it was. I was comment on it. I'll come back when I put it back to you. Yeah, see you in the ea5jz. They didn't want to go. I was up for it. We were going to head down to Meadow, which is a wee coastal, some nice restaurants there. So I was wanting to go. It was crazy saying that. It's like for Sunday, isn't it? So you to understand that she's only not married to speak it. So you to understand not as good as she was. And obviously sometimes people talk, she's from, but she's good at the reading, very good even Spanish when we were here. And she just used to read off to me, but it was amazing sometimes in my family. And there was things that I would struggle to understand, but maybe certain words I would tell you, Spain, and she said, oh, you've seen that, and she was absolutely on. So she gave more knowledge than she says that she was a problem that had been embarrassed by the accident. But the couple, they've been here for, I don't know, next 10 years or something now, so we'll make another boy, Danish. These guys met each other through the oil industry. But they've been over there. My husband has been over for mining treaties. And a good pal, good laugh, all the team. They're about older than you get around the place. I think it's 65 or something. But he's, look, he's a big lump. He's a good guy, good laugh, good one-liner, but my sort of sense of humour, so good on the house, and he's very financial like that. So it makes it all the names there, but ea5jz. she said I should probably have done it. No. Use that way, but it's a problem. And that is laughing. I laugh at your expense, obviously. When you say you can talk to somebody when you don't want to, when you want to, you can't. It's ridiculous. I was, at my end, I was running out my phone. I normally have 20 gigabyte a day, and I can use it in Spain or in Scotland. And so, listen, I think there's a lot of what's going on here. Is looking at some old data, and it's obviously recorded by a flat computer. I said, don't want to talk to them about this. This thing's what's the computer? Well, Baba, no, I don't want, no, advisor, I want to speak to an advisor. I took the to an advisor, I get through to a girl, and then see anything. Oh, and it's not a phone call. I said, listen, can I speak to you, advisor? Can you tell me I'll speak to a voice call? No, I can't. You can't, I thought I'd speak to you, and that's what I say then. I'll say, oh, this is too much to do. And at the end of the day, in my £5 for 32 gig a data, and 100 minutes which was no charge, and whatever else it was. I said, so that's the package. I don't want to change it, I just want more data. I don't think that's a little better that. I can give you for 20. You can keep your existing package that you've got, so that means I can phone Spain. I've got 100 minutes of phone, and you've got all your packages as usual, whatever it is. Stuff in there that I can't remember. And they will give you 100 gigabyte a day, and it will only cost you 20 quid a month. So I signed up for that. It's a 2-year thing. But for 100 gig, I think that will give me plenty of time to explain it all. But not planning to use that gig in Spain or in Scotland or wherever I go. I can understand that you can only use so much to go ahead the other things, but the 100 gig must be available in Spain. Oh no, you can use that, don't worry, but you can use it most of Europe. I'm now up to 100 gig a day, 100 minutes a day, and all the usual unlimited information. So I'm quite pleased with that because Stacey's got a good part. She's got unlimited data. She's got to use as much as you want. So she can only use 20 gig of it of her own. So I can use the full 100 gig I'm on, so that's a wee bit of a bonus. Yeah, that's right. You can phone in and ask them about it, but I think I'm telling you to settle it. And I told them I could settle it actually. And they said, happened off of another failure when you're tracking. And the reply was that that was a failure when you were tracking. Now, it didn't have to be that time because it was a failure. It was not cut off when I retracted it, and it started my power off. Anyway, so, getting back to the it concerns me because I only have Windows 10, I don't have Windows 7. This concerns me about any other future problems. As I said, we're working on it, working on Windows 10. So once we've got that up and running, it will be on Windows 10.